Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay. Well, let's learn English together. Now, this lesson is lesson 22. Imagine that. We've been learning English together for 4 weeks now. Fantastic. How do you feel? Are you happy? Yes? Good. Let's look at week 2, the second week. Do you remember the second week? Now, in the second week, the first thing we looked at was the plural form of the verb to be. Do you remember? Do you remember the difference between singular and plural? Singular means one, and plural means more than one. In lesson 6, we learned the plural form of the verb to be. Think back, concentrate. Lesson 6, lesson 6, lesson 6. Now, the plural form of the verb to be is simple. This is the positive full form. We are, you are, they are. Simple. We are, you are, they are. Okay, so that's the full form. What about the short form? Well, that's easy too. We're, you're, they're. We're, you're, there. Simple. So, now we know the singular, full and short versions of the verb to be. I am or I'm. You are or you're. He, she, it is or he's, she's and its. And we also know the plural full and short versions of the verb to be. We are or we're. You are or you're. And they are or they're. And we're back. We also learned how to make the negative. Do you remember the word we used to make the negative? That's right. We used the word not to make the negative form of the verb to be. And where do we put not? That's right. We put not after the verb to be to make it negative. Think again about lesson 6, lesson 6, lesson 6, lesson 6. We are not, we're not. You are not, you're not, you aren't. They are not, they're not, they aren't. So, we learned the positive and negative form of the verb to be, both the singular and the plural. So, let's see the table, Mabel. Ladies and gentlemen, the verb to be. First, the positive singular. I am or I'm. You are or you're. He, she, it is or he's, she's, its. And now the negative singular. I am not or I'm not. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. He, she, it is not. He's, she's, it's not, or he, she, it isn't. And now the positive plural. We are or we're. You are or you're. And they are or they're. And now the negative plural. We are not, we're not, or we aren't. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. And they are not, they're not, or they aren't. And we're back. Okay, so now we know the positive and negative forms of the verb to be, both singular and plural. What else did we learn in the second week? Well, we learned the ABC with a little help from the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 know the first 3 letters of the alphabet. Concentrate on lesson 7. ABC. 3 letters. Ha! That's nothing. We learned all 26 letters of the alphabet. It's easy. There's only 26. We learned that there are 2 groups of letters, the vowels and the consonants. Now let's think about the alphabet again. We learned that there are 2 groups of letters, the vowels and the consonants. Why are these 2 groups important? That's right, they're important because of nouns. Now, do you remember what a noun is? That's right, a noun is a thing, a place, or a person. A noun is a word which tells us what something is. Nouns give us information about the thing we're talking about. They identify the thing we're talking about. A car, a banana, a woman. Car is a noun, banana is a noun, and woman is also a noun. Now, when we talk about nouns, we use the words and un, not one. We say, I live in a house, not I live in one house. We say, I've got a video camera, not I've got one video camera. We say this is a dog, not this is one dog. Now, do you remember the nouns we saw in the pictures in lesson 7? A ball, an apple, a car, an eagle, a dog, an iceberg, an octopus, a giraffe, an umbrella, a hand. Now, do you remember the difference? That's right. If the noun begins with a consonant, we say a. And if the noun begins with a vowel, we say un. Good. Now, what else did we learn in week 2? Well, we learned the difference between this and that, and these and those. Remember? This and that are used with singular items. This is near to us, and that is not near to us. It's far from us. These and those are the same idea, but we use them for plurals. These are near to us, and those are far from us. Remember, this was in lesson 7 too. Lesson 7, concentrate, lesson 7, lesson 7, lesson 7. If something is near to us, we use this for singular nouns and these for plural nouns. If something is far from us, we use that for singular nouns and those for plural nouns. This is a t-shirt. That is a t-shirt. This is an apple. That is a cabbage. That is an apple. This is a cabbage. That is a cabbage. This is a telephone. That is a telephone. This is a knife. That is an apple. That is a cabbage. That is a telephone. And that is a t-shirt. Okay, So let's practice using vowels and consonants and this and that. This is an apple. That is an apple. This is a banana. That is a banana. This is a car. That is a car. This is an avocado. That is an avocado. This is a teddy bear. That is a teddy bear. This is an octopus. That is an octopus. Now, let's practice with these and those. These are houses. Those are factories. These are dogs. Those are giraffes. Those are flowers. These are flowers. These are doctors. Those are policemen. And we're back. Now, what else do you remember from week 2? Well, we learned something very important in lesson 8. In lesson 8, we learned how to make questions with the verb to be. We know the full and short versions of the singular and plural forms. We know the full and short versions of the negative singular and plural forms. And in lesson 8, we learned to make a question with the verb to be. When we make a question with the verb to be, what happens to the word order? Do you remember? That's correct. The word order changes. Remember lesson 8? Lesson 8, lesson 8, lesson 8. Now, when we make a question with the verb to be, we change the word order. I am changes to am I. You are changes to are you. He is changes to is he. She is changes to is she. It is changes to is it. So, the word order changes when we make a question. Also, when we make a question, we add a question mark to the end to show it's a question. So, we learned how to ask questions. We also learned how to answer questions with both positive and negative answers. Do you remember? It was in lesson 8 again. When we ask a question, the word order changes and we add a question mark. The sentence, she is married, becomes, is she married? The sentence, I am ugly, becomes, am I ugly? The sentence, he is intelligent, becomes, is he intelligent? And the sentence, you are Hungarian, becomes, are you Hungarian? If the answer is positive, we use the positive version. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. If the answer is negative, we use the negative version. No, they're not. No, they aren't. No, we're not. No, we aren't. So what else did we learn in week 2? Well, we learned some more about nouns. We learned that there are different spellings for nouns when we change from singular to plural. We learned the 5 spelling groups for nouns. Group 1. We change the noun from singular to plural by adding an S. Group 2. We change the noun ending in S or SH or CH or X from singular to plural by adding ES. Group 3. These nouns end in Y. If the noun ends in vowel plus Y, we change the noun from singular to plural by adding S. If the noun ends in consonant plus Y, we change the noun from singular to plural by replacing the Y with IES. Group 4. These are nouns which end in F or FE. To make these nouns plural, we change the F or FE to VES. Group 5 are irregular. They don't use logic. Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. Today we looked at what we learned in week 2. Next lesson, we'll revise what we learned in week 3. I'm Gav Duncan. I'm not Michael J. Fox, and I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'll see you next lesson to revise what we learned in the 3rd week of M5's brand new English learning TV program, Let's Speak English. See you later. Bye.